Well, I would say for Jimmy Butler to be the consistent version of what we saw in those 2 games they won in the NBA Finals, it's not enough for Jimmy Butler to be good. It's not enough for him to be an all-star. Jimmy Butler has greatness written all over him. He just needs to deliver it on a night-in, night-out basis in terms of his aggression. We know he's going to defend. We know he's a rough rider. We know he's not scared of anybody. But he needs to be in complete attack mode to ascend to a level where we're talking about him more consistently in the fashion we talked about him during the NBA Finals when he guided the Heat to 2 victories. He was absolutely stellar. I think they need to see more of that from him.
I actually think Butler is kind of maxed out what he can do, which is at a very high level. He's a high-level all-star. I think he needs a crime partner who's also great, not just good. Dragic is good. They have a lot of good players. Bam is very good, among the best bigs. But I'm talking about a dude who can go get you a bucket at an all-star level to go with Jimmy Butler. I think that guy is Tyler Hero. I think the Heat have to hope that Tyler Hero, who was a 20-year-old rookie last year, continues ascending into a star, like a legit all-star player, which I think he's capable of. And if they get a guy like that, if that guy can become an all-star, look out for the Heat.
I agree with you both, but I got a soft spot for the bigs, and I think it's Bam out of the bayou. I think with Bam as he keeps getting better every single year, it's time for him to up his game even more. And I'm talking about his points per game. We know that he could defend at an elite level. We know that he could rebound and block shots. We know he runs the floor. He does all those things well, but he's going to have to up his points per game from 17 points to about 23 points, and he's capable of doing that. I strongly believe that Bam is a top 5 big in this league, and if the Heat are going to take that jump, he has to be that big-time player to be that dynamic duo to pair up with Jimmy Butler.
All right, up next, guys, we got Miami's opponent. You just saw Zion and the Pelicans. They'll be in action. Max, what should be at the top of their wish list?
This is a slam dunk, so to speak. Zion's health, period. Zion Williamson stays healthy. I love the way people are sleeping on Zion. Just because we've never seen anything like him before. He doesn't look like what came before. So people don't understand. He has MVP caliber talent. He could be the best player in basketball one day. He just needs to stay healthy. He has wiggle to his game for a wide body. He can jump out the gym. He can shoot better than you would think for a guy who looks like him at this stage in his career. He can even he could do so many things just because. What's this? Is this Charles Barkley or Blake Griffin plus some extra stuff? Well, that guy doesn't sound like the best player in the league. That guy's usually an all-star, but not an MVP. This dude just has to stay healthy.
I'm not going to try to add to that. We all know it's about the health of Zion Williamson because he's box office, and that's really what it comes down to. And in terms of the New Orleans Pelicans, he's the face of their franchise. We understand it. A healthy Zion Williamson means a significant upgrade for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's that simple.
Well, I don't disagree with you guys, but I'm focusing more so on Lonzo Ball. We know what you're going to get out of Zion. We know that he's box office. You know what you're going to get out of your first-time All-Star and your most improved player winner from out of Brandon Ingram. Lonzo Ball, the number 2 pick, he has to step his game up. They need more out of him. He has to be consistent. And I'm not talking about 10, 7, and 7. I'm talking about on the lines of 16, 8, and 5. He has to elevate his game and show us what type of player he's going to be. Is he going to be an all-star type player, or is he going to be just a simple role player? That's going to be the difference maker in the New Orleans Pelicans, and I'm focusing on Lonzo Ball.
All right, let's move to the second game, starting with Steph and the Warriors. Stephen A., the Dubs, what should be at the top of their wish list this year?
To me, at the top of their wish list, other than the health of Klay Thompson, obviously should be the ascension of Draymond Green. I love my brother Draymond Green. He's a basketball savant, brilliant defensively, knows the game backwards and forwards. But numbers-wise, Draymond Green, he hasn't averaged in double digits the last 2 seasons. 7+ points the season before, 8 points last year. He's shooting 28% from three-point range 2 years ago, 27% last year, or 28% because it's 27.9. I need better from Draymond Green offensively, because ultimately, you know what, as brilliant as he is as a basketball player, his knowledge, his IQ, etc., ultimately, to get guys to listen to you even more, you got to produce more effectively. And offensively, I need more from him moving forward. That I need to see more from him offensively. That's it.
Under the tree, the Warriors, they need shooting. Shooting. Isn't that crazy? The Golden State Warriors need shooting, but there's no Klay there anymore. Obviously, KD's not there anymore. And who do they have playing big minutes? Guys like Wiggins, Wiseman, like Kelly Oubre, like all these guys are athletic and can play to one degree or another. You know what none of them do, even average for their position? Shoot. They don't have a single average shooter for his position in the starting rotation, or really on the bench in the rotation. Pascal, lots of good players, zero shooting. And there are different ways to score, but shooting sure helps, and it makes it harder to score in those other ways when you can't do it. They need shooting.
Well, I think the Golden State Warriors need Andrew Wiggins to elevate his game. They're not asking him to be the number 1 option. They're not asking him to be the number 1 pick. They're just asking him to be a Robin to Steph Curry while Klay Thompson is out. And I know he's capable of doing it. He's averaged 20 points throughout his career, and that's all they need from him is 20 to 22 points. And I understand you saying shooting max, but there's other ways to get buckets than just knocking down 3-point shots. Andrew Wiggins could post up. He's a hell of a slasher. He can knock down shots when he gets going, but he has to be consistent.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.